Tri-Cities is sponsored by Herndon, Coleman, Braiding, and Mckee. Each month, we talk with our legal experts from the law firm of Herndon, Coleman, Braiding, and Mckee to delve deeper into a different topic or issue. And this morning, we would like to welcome Mckenna L. Cox and Matt Bolton to Daytime to answer some questions concerning family law and divorce. Good morning. How are you all today?
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Not the most friendliest of topics to talk about, but something that a lot of folks deal with on a daily basis. And let's ask, what is the difference? Because we always hear about divorce and an agreed upon and a contested divorce. What is the difference there?
Well, an agreed upon divorce is essentially where everybody's in agreement before the divorce is even filed. You'll have paperwork. If there's kids involved, there's a parenting plan. And then you have a marital dissolution agreement, which deals with property and debt distribution and things like that. If that is all signed off on, if that's agreed on, and you file it all at the same time, that's an agreed upon divorce. A contested divorce is where there's no agreement. You'll have one party come in, the plaintiff. The plaintiff executes all the paperwork. It is all filed, and then the other party, the defendant, is served. That is a contested divorce. Now, you might have an agreement that you'll come into later on, or you might have to have a trial, but that's the difference between an agreed upon and a contested divorce.
And that's the two parties involved there that's a decision that they need to make before they go to the court system, or is that something that is just apparent to them?
If they can come to an agreement, yes, that they would do that before they even come to see counsel, or you have people that will do it by themselves, and they're called pro se litigants.
All right. And child support, an issue that we hear a lot about in the news. Is child support optional in Tennessee?
Unfortunately, child support is not optional in Tennessee. We see a lot of folks who are like, well, but we've agreed, and maybe part of their agreement is to waive child support, or you know, I don't want any child support from the other person. Unfortunately, that is not a litigant's choice to make in most cases. So the courts view child support as the children's money or the child's money, and so the parents can't really contract away that money. It's designed to go to the child at the home of one parent to help them live a lifestyle comparable to what they had with the other parent. So in most cases, unless it's a very small amount of child support, you're going to have that involved in a divorce where there's children involved. There are child support calculators, and there's a formula that we use in Tennessee on a worksheet that's available at tncourts.gov if you want to go look at one. But your lawyer, or if you're doing it pro se, as Matt said, can help you prepare one of those worksheets. And that would need to be filed with the court whenever we're talking about a divorce with children.
And age limits. Are there age limits on child support? I guess that is a big question for a lot of folks.
Yes. Child support ends when a child turns 18 or graduates from high school, whichever comes last, typically. But if there's back child support owed, that doesn't necessarily just go away when the child ages out. So that's something, if you have questions about that you would want to talk to a qualified legal professional about.
Absolutely. And let's say someone is served with divorce papers. What's the next thing that they need to do? What should they do?
Not ignore it, first of all.
Right.
Yeah. Because you only have 30 days from the day you get served with those divorce papers to respond. There are some cases when you might be able to get some more time to do that, but typically if you do not respond within those 30 days, it's possible that the other party could go to court and get everything that they asked for. So it's important, if you don't agree with what's in those divorce papers, that you file a response, contact counsel, get some advice on what you need to do next, because if you just ignore it, as Matt said, that's a bad idea. You're going to have a judgment could go down against you for everything the other side's asking for.
And you say that up front, but do you see a lot of folks that just kind of try to ignore this?
Yeah, it's the time-honored head-in-the-sand approach. Doesn't work very well.
Right.
You need to respond to it if you've been served with process.
Right, and if you need representation, you need representation.
Absolutely.
Yes. And you just avoiding service or saying you're not going to take those papers or you're not going to sign for those papers doesn't mean that your divorce goes away, unfortunately. So.
Topics that not pleasant to discuss, but topics that need discussion. Thank you all so much for coming by today.
Well, thank you for having us. It's been our pleasure.
Absolutely.
It's our legal experts. We got some information for you right now on the screen. It is the law firm of Herndon, Coleman, Braiding, and Mckee. They're our legal experts. There's all the contact information that you need to get a hold of them today if you need representation. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Herndon, Coleman, Brading, and McKee.